sir.
The matter of
I mean, we don't do just. It's high time. You know, we as Nigerians, we can start.
Well, I came into politics because I looked at the whole scenario and I found out that majority of the people are running away from politics.
First and foremost, as traditional,
Thank you.
The organizers for inviting me to this event. In particular, I want to thank Mrs. Professor. This is a wonderful initiative. Thank you very much. It's my honor and privilege to be here. Essentially, the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, as the name officially is Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, it's a brainchild of our governor, Mr. Akinwumi Adeboye, who during his inauguration on the 29th of May 2015 promised Lagosians that he's going to leverage the entrepreneurial skills of Lagosians to create wealth. That's one of the first promises he made, and the moment he settled down in office, he kept that promise by establishing this ministry. So essentially what this ministry does is to look at all opportunities that we can legitimately create wealth and employment. You will agree with me that the days of white-collar job dependence is over. It's definitely over. There's a limit to the capacity of government or establishment to create jobs for people. So definitely we have to look for other opportunities. The population is growing. As at the last count, we are over 23 million people in Lagos. That is the largest, in terms of population in Nigeria, and it's the largest population center in Africa. We are the 10th largest, mega city in the world, and also growing fast. So we have to think not for today, but of tomorrow. So we have to look for opportunities to encourage job creators rather than job seekers. So that is one of the reasons that ministry is created, to look for opportunities where Lagosians can create wealth. And this fashion industry, garment making industry, it's one of the very key areas. Jewelries, accessories, when we say fashion in general, we mean everything that beautifies the body. Do you understand? So, we are people that are talented, we are people that are very hardworking. So it's easy for us to key in to this quite easily. Facilities to entrepreneurs, both startups and those that are expanding and are growing. So they give facilities in 3 categories. The first category is what we call micro-enterprise startup. Micro-enterprise startup means you just learned a trade and you graduated. So you learned a trade, you must have a trade. And you can borrow up to 250,000 naira instantly after graduating from your trade. You don't need any collateral.
I never start, I never finish, oh. I get the pen, I get the lyrics, oh. I go sing for you, dance for you, girl, you know the feel my cool. She make her put it on repeat. Say you like the way I sing, so I go sing for you, dance for you, so you know the feel my cool. Now who gonna put to beg it for our own sorrow? When we the reggae blues in the leaky of all over the chorus. Let me take you around the world, keep your pants up the wall that you decide, yo. See me cry, you see my mama, that she can sue it for the both of us, yo. Move on red, move on yeah, that you I'm not in our right, I hope you. Move on red, move on yeah, that you that I'm real for you. Uncle Lou, I've been in jail. Now that you came around, everything seems so right. I don't wanna ever go back, because now you in my life. I don't belong to your paradise, cause now you that give me life. I wanna be beside you all the time and never be. Oh, yeah. Whoa, sing it, everybody hear me sing.
I'm excited to be here, ready to wear. And you can see me. In fact, this was given to me as a gift, and I made it without hair again. So I'm a testimonial of ready to wear, made by Nigerians. And you can see this also. If you know someone that has a fashion school, send your people there once in a while to learn new skills. Let's be open. Let's not think that they would know what we do here, and that's there. You're going there to learn what you do anyway. So your life is give and take. But I'm just saying that you start by building your own personal capacity. Make a conscious effort to train and let them learn from when they join. Don't let them use your customers and business as the learning tool, because you lose customer. Have a particular capacity building system. Okay, we will be helping the industry. I know someone that was looking for something with bank of industry, and they couldn't meet up because they didn't have enough people. They had to start a school in Ibadan. Okay, so we need to even start looking for these places and start feeding the industry.
Most of these tailors, most of these girls come from Nigeria. From their onset, that they have this mindset of not staying. And even when you train them, no matter how good you train them, their eye is just on living. So now it now becomes a problem. So maybe we should look of another way of maybe grouping some Nigerians or young ones. They don't know whether that will work, and give them that sense of what will have a plan, and no matter what you do to them, they're just looking for a way to go. They just see your customers, but they go to the next business store.
It's true, very real. So what are the challenges we have? Even the ones, people that are not doing ready to wear or you're not skilled on, they don't want to stay. They want to go and set up their own shop. Their gas customers and start sewing. That's what they think. Then we bring the people from India, the production managers. Those ones, they want to, some of them are a bit stable, but they don't want to stay in Nigeria forever. Okay? The good news is that we can all do it together. Another thing is, we can leverage on the things that government is doing. So like Lagos State Employability Program is doing, but they see it as vocation. So they group some specific vocations. If you go to Nigerian Export Promotion Council also, they have a place where they train tailors, people to become fashion designers. You can actually take from them and grow them. But most importantly, can we let people see this as a business, not as a vocation? Can we help people to see it as a career path? And that starts from the kind of systems and structures that we've all been talking about. When people want to work for me, can they see themselves growing? Or it is the same thing I've been doing for 1 year, I just cut and sew. I cannot supervise someone. I cannot grow and learn a particular skill. Do I know the vision of the organization? Do I know where they can be? How can I grow with it? So we have to build our own tribe, our own family. Okay? That's what we have to do.
Notice you made mention about the teams. I know how important teams are, right? I know how to any grow business. And Rich, how do you go about? Tell us how you build your team. Because it's very key how you find the right people, how you build a team around those people to be successful.
I think one of the things that people who have a company or an idea, one of the things that they're afraid to do sometimes is talk about it. Because they don't want someone to steal their idea. But the thing is, if you can just tell someone about your idea and they can go do it better than you, then it's probably not that great of an idea anyway. So I'm encouraging you, if you have an idea, you have a business, you need to talk about it with people. Because the only way you're going to find people to work with you, partners, customers, and co-founders, is talking about your idea, talking about your business, what your passion is. You know, if you're trying to find a co-founder, you're trying to find, somebody to work with you, an operations manager, something like that, you have to infect them with the passion that you have in your business. And that takes communication, takes talking, takes going out there and meeting people. So for me, I meet hundreds of people a week. I get business cards. I put them all at the end of the night. I put them all on my phone. I put where I met them, what their skill is, and maybe something about them. So when someone says, hey Rich, I need an operations guy for my company, do you know any? I can pull up my phone and I just look for operations and I find 10 people that I met over the past year who are operations people and I say, check out these people. So you should be doing that yourself. Meeting lots of people. I know you're busy working, you're inside, you gotta get out some because you're not gonna find a co-founder or someone to be on your team on the internet. Maybe, but really it's gonna be face-to-face because you have to find someone that's as passionate about your business as you are. And the only way to be passionate about your business is if you stand in front of them and communicate with them.
My name is Funke Susan Medun, Director Lipward Limited, a business development support firm. We help businesses to build capacity, access finance, and structure for growth. What do I have to say about ready-to-wear events? Awesome. One of the things that we have to embrace in Nigeria. And like I said in some of the posts I did about this, I said you have to join the fashion revolution in Nigeria. So for me, it's like a revolution that everybody needs to embrace, government needs to support, because this is a new frontier. Imagine if we start making our own ready-to-wear in Nigeria. For Nigerians, it's going to impact on the economy, it's going to create employment, we're going to be highly impacted generally as a country. I just think we should all embrace this and support it and move it to the next level. I want to say kudos to the organizers and everybody that has supported this great initiative.
I actually have been launching businesses in Nigeria for the past 6 years, helping start businesses and grow businesses. And I was here actually talking about how to get funding for fashion businesses. It's been exciting. It's been a great event. Really, really fascinating. And really, this is the future of industry in Nigeria. Is right here, and the things that people are learning here. Yeah, the event itself is great. It's bringing together designers, some investors, business people. The speakers they have, it's a great lineup of people, which is going to help help increase the the level of skill, the level of knowledge of all the people that are here. You should really be buying your own clothes, not buying them from overseas, as much as you possibly can. Supporting your own industry. It's like, why are you sending the money overseas? Buy stuff here. Buy stuff made in Nigeria.
How do you think these set of people here today can move from being not just participants or ready-to-wear manufacturers to actually collaborating, finding that collaborating with one another to execute bigger projects, to get more people, to make more profit, and all of that.
Okay.
Quick one before I just quickly, I thought I should add something because sometimes practically speaking, right, the actual and the theoretical can be slightly different. We'll flog this Salico thing, and I think that we're really right, that Salico is a major place to look at. But the reality about it is that being what we call ready to wear here, right, is still bespoke in a larger space. I know what I'm saying. Real ready to over the last 10 years, I can tell you that there's nobody really doing mass production in Nigeria. And even the big brands, some that I've worked in, if you go deep at the back end of their store, the ones that to sustain themselves is that they still mix foreign and local before doing mass production. Am I right? I'm not a fashion designer, right? So what I think, right, is if you try to go to Salico, the first reality that might hit you might be price war. Because I asked average, this is practical, I walked through your exhibitions and I asked how much each of those clothes are, and they're saying average of those clothes there are 8,000. Am I right? I'm sure Salico people might not buy it at 8,000. Am I right? So, right? So there are realities, right? But here's the truth about this thing. They won't buy 8,000 from you because the first question is, who the hell are you? They probably think about it in Yoruba and won't tell you. We're very respectful in this country, but that's what they're thinking. So here's the trick, and I can tell you this practically. Nigerians don't read book, Nigerians don't read book, Nigerians don't sell book. I've written 4 books, and the lowest price for my books are like 10,000 for a book. And to be honest, I'm very comfortable with my books. I remember I started selling books in junior, and we took it off because we realized that okay, there was something we're getting right that's not applicable to junior. So we outsell our books offline. But I'll tell you the trick. You want to put your book in a library, and this is the equivalent of putting your book in a Salico, they will underprice you. So the library, my library challenge is the equivalent of the Salico challenge. They will say, who the hell are you? You're selling for 10,000. Who are you? The same way they are saying, who are you that are selling clothes for us and we buy in China for 3,000? Am I right? They can buy it down in Salico for 3,000, right? You can't sell for 3,000 because of economy of scale. The people in China producing that clothes, they produce at least 100,000 units of the same clothes. None of us here can produce 10,000 of the same clothes. Matter of fact, scratch that. None of us can produce 100 of the same clothes.
What I'm concerned about is this ready to wear we're concerned about. I don't know how we're going to measure up because cost of production is very high in Nigeria. Even fabrics, we don't have so many textile industries. The industries have closed down. No matter how much the materials have imported, these things we call Ankara here, they're all imported. They are so expensive. The cost of production is so expensive. So we can, I don't know how we can, measure up or match these women that sell these Chinese clothes they import, or gain access to these African countries because they are poor. They want to buy cheaper clothes in large quantity. That's why they go to this Salico to buy those containers of Chinese where they import. I don't know how we're going to measure up with those people.
We've talked about collaboration, endlessly. What if you find people who typically buy the same kind of raw material that you buy? So you're in one community here already. So for instance, the lady sitting here who does schoolwear, how many other people doing schoolwear sitting in this room? That's how to collaborate. So understand each other's value chains. What quantities do you usually buy? What quantities do you usually buy? If we buy jointly, can we buy cheaper? And it always happens. It is God's law. Throughout my time in retail, I was always looking to see how I can buy from, say, 5,000 to buy 20,000. Even my equipment manufacturers gave me rebates. So what happens at times is that I can buy a phone for 10 naira and sell it for 10 naira and still make money. The money is coming from where? The manufacturers. Because they will say, oh, you bought in so much quantity, therefore your rebate is X, because they also have targets. So it's using that kind of mentality to say, who are my collaboration partners? There's no downside to collaborating whatsoever. Who can we buy jointly? It is from the point of purchase up until the point of getting the clothes ready that you now have to build it. You make it very short. That's where you get an advantage. Because you can buy with somebody, for instance, and you go off in different directions to sew and stuff, and then she brings it out to the market at 5 naira, you shop at 10 naira. And you're wondering what's going on, we bought at the same is fine-tuning that supply chain. So the ability to optimize that supply chain, buy together, and I like this community that you set up. It can only go better and larger, and continue to look for people who you can work with by buying right. I call it buying right. The first challenge of any business is the ability to buy right.
Yo, I want to say welcome to R2W. He said I see close by, I won't buy you. Okay, it's time to party. DJ, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey. ATM come, 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 ATM come. What's up, rap, rap? What's up, rap, rap? What do you do? What do you do? What go away? What go away? What's up, away? What's up, what's away? I'm sorry. Good morning. Baby, got good jam. Everybody is dancing, so that's where you want it. Just that they look at me and then they shake up my body for one. Wish I was it, my shama was it, and they got to my pocket. Louis Vuitton, pushing the corner, my guys on the corner, the corner. You do better, oh my God, oh my God, Italian baby, oh my God, oh my God,
I'm the CEO of Maminoka Classic Concept. We do strictly ready to wear. You can wear it to church, you can wear it to work. We do basically casual wears, you know. You could go to party with it if you want. I think Africans should embrace this, to put us out there, you know, to show them we can do this. It's what we do. Ankara in the past used to be, you know, something people look down on. But right now, it's really going up there, you know, with the embellishment, with, you know, hard work that goes into it. You know, I just think Africans should embrace Ankara. Thank
Okay, wow, beautiful dresses put together by R2W Fashion. Right about now, you're just seeing a pink collection put together for children that are going to parties and birthdays. You want to rock your birthday? Let R2W Fashion style your child. This item here right now, rocking from the children, it's very simple. She's a Nigerian, and she's pushing the Nigerian boundary. The queens are now allowed. Play war by Nigeria. That was the keys. Youth are in the university, wondering how to keep up your style. You want to look up, you want to look like a celebrity. It's very simple. And admire. We make people admire what is in you. Bring out the celebrity and the touch of class in you with admire and be all fashion. Made for Nigeria. Made in Nigeria for the world. Ladies love the action. Be part of the action. Be the action. cherish fashion. This is for you. A touch of class is what is needed to take your product to the next level. Look at the touch on this dress. It's bringing out the beauty in the young lady. She looks like a mannequin, but she's human made in the code by and fire. You want to be admired by the lady? You want to be admired by the guys in your area? Come on, check out Admire. Use the bead and turn your swagger. Going to that next event, need to control the attention of everybody at that event. This is just for your eyes only. This is a dress that is bringing out the style of a young lady. It's fled, it's free, it's made for the mind of a Nigerian.
This is the first step is to meet. Now we have met, we will sit together and look at the opportunities, that are available with the public sector to leverage, your talent and your capacity. So that is what government is there for, to provide the enabling environment for private sector-led investment and development. So what we'll do is to give you the opportunity. The government of Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, the governor of Lagos State, has created a number of opportunities for the young people, innovative people, creative people, hardworking people to do a lot to create wealth and generate employment for others. So the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund is one of those very big ideas, which is no more an idea, is now a reality. To date, that fund has supported over 8,000 Lagosians in their various small and medium enterprises.
Come to America and you pack your baggage, buy your ticket and you land in America. It doesn't mean that overnight you start making those dollars. I'm sure you know that. There are so many things that you still need to get done so that you can really achieve your purpose. And for those of us that have started this journey, I want to encourage us. It's a journey to a land that is filled with milk and honey, I said, if you can pay the price. And I want to appreciate all of us that have started that journey. We have paid the initial price. The next phase
is also very, very crucial. And I believe as we have started, we will not abandon it in Jesus' name. But I want to take us through a glimpse of what it takes to run a successful ready-to-wear business. Because many of us are into cotton, so we all started the journey of fashion designing or clothes making. As people come to me, I take their measurements and I make clothes for them. The ready-to-wear industry doesn't really work like that. We need to understand the nitty-gritty of it so that we can flow and enjoy the journey into that. That's what we call the critical part. If you want to be a successful ready-to-wear garment manufacturer, you need to understand the critical part. Also, another thing I want to let us know, if you are into ready-to-wear production, you know you don't need to be a fashion designer. True or false? That may surprise a lot of people. And that is why the Ready-to-Wear Pioneers Club, it belongs to anybody that is in that field. You don't need to be a fashion designer. If you check, if you can Google it, a lot of successful fashion businesses are owned by people that are not fashion designers. Because you understand the business of fashion more than even those of us that are fashion designers. And that is why we need to really put our thinking cap on. If I want to succeed in this field, I need to marry the business side of fashion to my skill as a professional designer. Because some people that are not professional designers can even do better than me. And if you as a fashion designer, you really want to succeed in that field, especially in the ready-to-wear, you need to understand the technique and the technicalities that it entails. In ready-to-wear, the next level is for your design, for you as a designer, and you have designs, illustrations of what you want. After that, you go to the designer pattern maker. That is a step many of us miss. We just go straight to cutting. We don't know that we have to go through the technical aspect that is called the pattern making. And that's usually a very strong foundation that many of us need to operate on. But the good news also is that you don't need to be a pattern maker for you to succeed. Because there are pattern makers all over that you can take your designs to and they will draft your pattern. So you don't even need to be a pattern maker for you to succeed in that industry. That is the second step. And of course, after the step, you need to walk through what we call the specification sheet. These are steps that you need to imbibe for your work to come out top notch. If you miss any of these steps, the tendency for your work to have problem is there. The specification sheet determines all the things that you need to produce that garment to a finishing quality that will be acceptable to the public. Then of course, once you are satisfied with your information, these are the things that I need. You want to run a sample of that work. That is where the sample machinist comes in. You will notice that indeed, I never mentioned anything like tailor. I mentioned the designer, the pattern maker, the spec sheet, the sample machinist, then to the cutter. The next thing is the quality control. You will discover that if you work like this, you don't have problems with tailors. You don't. Because as a designer, all the necessary steps that you need to take and have a good quality work is embedded in these steps. You don't need a professional tailor to do your work if you are into ready-to-wear. And that is one good thing that you enjoy if you are into ready-to-wear. All you need somebody who can sew straight. All the instructions are on the pattern pieces. So if you want to practice in the ready-to-wear industry, these are steps you need to imbibe. You don't need to be sweating and be looking for tailors.
Mama told me don't do this, girl. Mama told me don't do this. Mama said boy don't do this, girl. Steady wanting me don't do this. Oh no, I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry, mom. She
On behalf of all,
seems like me under the trouble. One man thing is another man's trouble. Money don't get paid, money don't get
On behalf of the entire team, I want to say a very big thank you. I can remember vividly, it was there exactly 10 o'clock. In fact, before 10. I was thinking, wow, I'd love to be at television even much earlier. And it was quite patient. I mean, the message was good. I want to appreciate you. Send him our love. Thank you very much.
when I come through. They know we survive, so let's turn up all eyes on me now. So many things we need to do with your heart, you go ahead, baby. Stop and get you plenty money.
It's really my pleasure to present this award to my consultants. Thank you very much on behalf of R2W Fashion Expo. Thank you. Yes. And we went to our own received those notes. But the one that we didn't know helped us. Help will not everything. We just cannot afford but to appreciate them. And like Yoruba people will say, Ile Ishe Yin O Ni Jona. Thank you very much. I don't know why Shola wants me to. In any case, this is my friend. He has been the project manager. Oh, you are a witness. Anytime I fire him, I copy her. This was fired. But you know, the truth is that as we are here today, if not for them, we will have closed the whole thing. They gave us the vision. They gave us the name. They gave us everything. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you. You know when the consideration for award came, people should not think it's because we are designers, we just want to give our president this award. It's not that. A lot were considered. People mentioned different names, people that have succeeded in the fashion industry. But something stood her out. Because it is one thing for you to succeed in your industry, and the success is just for you. But the real success, like somebody said, you're a millionaire not by the number of naira that you have in your account, but how many millions of people you have been able to reach. If you look at the life of Madam President, I've had the opportunity to work with her in one of the fashion shows that we did. I saw her selfless work. It was supposed to be a fashion show and an exhibition. She never even had time to do her own work. She never even did her own collections. All she was interested was the success of the designers, the artists, even the students. You say in the fashion industry, it's not just how much is your brand, how much you are making, how many branches you have. No, it is your impact, your contribution to the industry, to designers. And I want to appreciate her. I want to say thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel highly honored to be presenting this award to Fumi Ajila Ladipo. To God be the glory. I wish Fumi a very, very happy ending. She will go greater and greater.
Thank you very much, everyone present. Our president has done so much, and it's a way to recognize what she has done. Yes, we can, and yes, we will. That's a watchword. That's the word we have been working with, and we continue to work with it. It is possible for Nigeria to wear, ready to wear, made in Nigeria by Nigerians and for Nigeria. Thank you.
If you know you're a fashion designer here, please visit the website www.R2W. There's a sign-up page there. Just sign up to join the community. And it's important that, as our officer said, what she said, that this is not an association, it's a community. It's more like a business club. I'm sure people have joined the WhatsApp group, which by the way, it's also free for anybody who's interested to join the WhatsApp group. I'm sure anybody here would know that in the last five months, your business and your mentality has changed by just belonging to that group. You have an idea, you share. I mean, we just shared yesterday there's an app that helps you take measurements. So you don't need to be running all over the place trying to chase people for measurements. All you need is send their pictures to you and you can tell the exact measurements. I'm sure if you're a fashion designer here, you know that will help your business. The difference between you now and the next 10 years is two things. The people you meet and the things that you know. And R2W will provide both. So without any further ado, I'd like to call on everyone on this table, because teamwork made this dream work. To go fast, you go alone. But to go far, we're going to go together. So together, can we all please come up on stage so we can cut the cake together? Please, can we all support? Thank you. R2W.
Redemption. These songs are free. These songs are free. Redemption song. Redemption song. These songs are free.
My name is Umiola Tunji, CEO of Admire. We do ready to wear from the beginning to the scratch. We work with all kinds of fabrics, chiffon, laces, Ankara, what have you. Well, it's growing. When I travel, I don't buy anything. I buy, most of my things are made in Nigeria, even for my kids, my husband. They should come back home, they should look back, because we make beautiful things here now, especially in Nigeria. Beautiful, beautiful things that are weather friendly, that are affordable.
My name is Bimbo Balogun. I'm the brain behind Bimbit Concept. Nigerians love my products. And I mean, an average Nigerian wants to look good. You go to parties, Owambe parties, see that even if you're not careful as a celebrant, your guests will outshine you. Nigerians, they're happy with my kind of products, and they patronize me. The major challenge is that employability. When I employ, I have to train my staff to my standard, and after a while they have no reason to stay, because they feel they can easily go on their own. And the businesses, you don't need much capital if you know what you're doing. You can start from the comfort of your home. You don't need to get a store for now when you start. So it's very easy there is free entry in the industry.
And matter of
I mean, we don't do just it's high time. We as Nigerians, we can start.
Well, I came into politics because I looked at the whole scenario and I found out that majority of the people are running away from politics.
Thank you.